Hey, what's up? It's Mike D for Mike D's Marketing Mix, and the show's brought to you by cyberspaceisyourplace.com and reputationmarketing.ninja. And like I said in one of our last episodes, I'm trying to give you guys some shorter videos just for fun, just experimenting. Usually keep around 10 minutes, trying to get them done a little quicker for you. So if I'm talking fast, just listen fast, all right? All right, so now in this episode, I want to talk to you about the mystery of content marketing. And you know, there's basically what happens in content marketing is it's either done by choice or by chance. And I'll explain that in a second, but what I wanted to give you is some clarity. So 3 C's, choice, chance, and some clarity on this whole thing of content marketing. So again, content marketing has been around forever, right? Anytime, and the first time someone put they etched something on a stone tablet, they were producing content to communicate a message. Becomes marketing when you're communicating a message with the idea to influence or persuade and eventually influence a transaction, get someone to buy something from you, right? So content marketing is out there. And the reason why I say it's a choice or a chance is because it's going to happen anyway. I'm going to give you a couple examples. If you do nothing and you open your business and you do zero, eventually something called data aggregators will bring your business, your information, your LLC, your company name, whatever, they'll bring that onto like say Google or Yellow Pages or Yelp. I mean, and it'll just be there eventually. No matter, you don't have to do anything. You can just you can do business by walking door to door and totally fly off the grid under the radar. And if you set up a corporation, which you should, I'm not an accountant, but you should set up a corporation if you're in business. You can fly totally under the radar, and eventually your data will be aggregated. So now bring it to another level. How this kind of gets weird is that one time I was talking to a prospective client. Not sure it was really going to go anywhere. They weren't too serious. But you know, one little thing was they were like in auto restoration, and Google had them listed as a plumber. Yeah, go figure. I guess they're fixing the pipes, leaky faucets in cars. I'm not sure how that works. Something new, right? So anyway, that's data aggregation. Pulled from different sources. Hey, these people are a plumber, slap a plumber label on them. Yeah, it doesn't really work for the business now, does it? Same thing like, you know, if you're out there, you have a brick and mortar location, especially, you know, food, fitness, any type of local type service, and even services that are all over. We have a lot of Google reviews and we're all over the world. Eventually someone's going to be really happy and leave you a 5-star review, or maybe they're not going to be so happy, leave you a 3 or 4-star review, or whatever the case may be. But the infrastructure is there for them for someone else to actually put content on the web about your business. That's what I mean. It happens anyway. The question is, are you going to make it a choice or a chance? Because you really can't. You could control obviously fixing that information. Hey, I'm in auto restoration. I'm not a plumber, right? You can influence and help your best customers give you some reviews. You can ask them to help you out with that. And you should have a culture of reviews in your business. And we talk about this all the time. We have our Reputation Domination Ninja software. I'm not going to get into that right now. So anyway, that's part of it. The rest of it is strategic, meaning how you're going to use content to influence and persuade and inform your prospects, right? And it can be really simple. I'll give you an example. So there's actually a lot of restaurants out there in the world who actually still don't have websites, which blows my mind because most people go online and they actually search for a menu. Yeah, sure, they read Yelp reviews on their phone or whatever when they're looking, but then they click over to the menu to see what this place has, to make sure it's going to be something that, you know, things that might get them excited. That's what they do, and they do it mainly from their phone. But I'll give you an example. There's all these data aggregators out there that pull restaurant menus and they just kind of throw them out there, and usually those menus are inaccurate. So example, first choice in this very basic example of a food business with no website, well, just listen, let's get a menu up there, a part of a website, and you control all the menu, you control the prices, you can change anytime they want. It's the alpha and the omega of your most important piece of content. You can be done with it at that point if you want. Now, take that one step further to multiple industries. You have a news area on your website. A lot of the clients we work with are in some pretty complex industries, you know, home remodeling, plumbing, heating, martial arts. So, you know, they can be out there talking about their expertise on their blog, on their website. They can be showcasing recent projects, upcoming events, highlighting on some of their customers and members and things like that. So you can be proactive with your website, putting content on your website, giving Google and Bing a reason to come back to it and crawl it and index those pages. That actually helps your search marketing. So you're actually, when someone's actually doing research on trying to find you through keywords, or they're actually just researching your business, decide if they want to work with you, you're controlling the narrative of that by actually having a news era on your website. Now, you might say, hey man, there's all this cool stuff out there, all these social media platforms now. Dude, blog is like so 2007. Yeah, but it still works though, okay? So you want to still do it. You influence the narrative on your own web presence. Okay, take that one step further. Social media confusion. Let me talk about a couple things on that real quick. And I know I said I keep this a little shorter, but this is an important topic. Man, when I first registered to Twitter, it was back in 2008. Now, I kicked myself in the ass, really, for not kind of letting ADD set in and not really paying attention to Twitter. I think I have like 200 followers or something like that. It's pretty pathetic, right? So I'm really not on Twitter. But you know what? I am kind of like Joe Sixpack or Homer Simpson in a lot of ways, where my mind actually connects with the average mind, if you will, okay? So there you go. Mike's just an average guy. How about that, okay? To where I just decided to focus my effort, my energy, my time more toward Facebook, learning that ads platform and seeing really where Facebook was where I can actually get return on my investment of time and money, and really I didn't see any way of doing that on Twitter. So I just kind of said, you know what, I'll keep my user account, but bye-bye Twitter. I'm really, I'm not here. Now, I was not like too many others. I mean, I was just like a lot of others, because Twitter has huge turnover. But why am I telling you this? Here's why. Take those two companies, Facebook and Twitter. They both had pretty much the same shot as far as when they launched. Facebook in 2004, Twitter in 2006 or something like that. But the trajectory of how they monetized their own business, their own companies, their stock, everything was totally different. Because Facebook actually has a real business, they've been able to actually offer something of value to advertisers and businesses, and it actually works. Twitter is still trying to figure that out. They actually just, as I'm recording this in June, they actually just fired, they're replacing their CEO. They're bringing the founder back. All right. So you can actually see in social media, you can actually pay attention to the company and think about how you would use it, and how you would use it also if you were just someone who another company was targeting to sell to. If they have no way to monetize their own audience, meaning the social media company, the Twitter, the Pinterest, whatever, if they are struggling to monetize their audience, how are you going to monetize your audience on that network? So again, I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm just saying I understand. See, I'm not like one of those gurus who can't empathize with a small business owner. A lot of these gurus work with huge companies that have all this infrastructure and staff. In our company, we choose not to actually do that. That's not for us. Most of our clients have anywhere from 3 to 30 employees, sometimes more. Okay, but that's the sweet spot. And we get it, how strapped for time you are. You cannot be out there chasing shiny objects. But if you want to have fun checking some things out, then you do that. Okay, does that make sense? So a simple content marketing strategy could be your website, your email marketing, your blog, obviously. Depending on your, how deep you are in this, with your, with who you're targeting, basically. I found a lot of business-to-business plays. Most of them don't always work on Facebook, so I think you need to be careful with that, but go and tread carefully. Maybe LinkedIn is for you. Personally, I've had an on and off relationship with LinkedIn, but I still like LinkedIn. So you got to figure out where your audience is. But the overriding thing is that if the social media company can't monetize their audience, how are you going to monetize it? It just doesn't work that way, all right? So your website, your blog, Facebook, your email newsletter, and also add a mobile app to that equation. That can be a very simple content marketing strategy that actually is very relevant for you right now. Last example of why you really need to be careful with the shiny objects. There's a social network called Vine. I think they were bought by Twitter or launched by Twitter. 6-second video clips. You record 6 seconds. I would never last, right? How are we? About 10 minutes already? 6-second video clip, and you post it up, and your followers, ooh, look at your 6 seconds. Have you heard about Vine lately? I haven't. I mean, I heard a lot about it when it first came out. I didn't sign up for an account because, again, I'm like, yeah, another one. But I just kind of watched it, and nothing really happened with it, right? So I take a risk of possibly missing the boat on some of those things. But you know what? I also protect my time, and I protect my clients' time, because they often ask me, hey, what do you think about this? And I say, well, here's my perspective, but try it for yourself. Another example real quick, these are new social networks, Periscope and Meerkat. You can actually broadcast live right from your phone. I would say check them out. Install the app, check them out. Maybe the live broadcasting will be the awesome thing in a year or two, and you can get there early. So Periscope, Meerkat, one of them is owned by Twitter. I forget which one. But does that make sense? So just get your head around which content marketing strategy is going to work for you. And remember the ones I gave you that you can use actually right now, because they're where the eyeballs are. All right, it's Mike D from Mike D's Marketing Mix, and I own cyberspacesyourplace.com. Check that out. Check out reputationmarketing.ninja and control that narrative on your website, and also what people are saying about you online. All right, have fun. Get in the content marketing game, because it's going to happen by choice or chance. Make it happen by choice. Talk to you soon.